Hey there, this is Drew Kaplan and welcome to my, I don't know if it's the fourth, fifth, I don't know which one it is, the Few with Drew. So this is Thursday, the 2nd of April, no longer Fool's Day anymore, and I've got a little bourbon here. I mentioned last night that I live within an easy drive of bourbon country in Kentucky, yet was drinking scotch. So tonight I've corrected that error and I'm drinking a Kentucky-made bourbon. So tonight I'm discussing a few issues. It's a few with Drew, right? Here are a few things I want to discuss. The first of which is LinkedIn has so much going on and it is so underutilized. I'm also kicking myself how little I use it, that I only post a few times a day on LinkedIn and I really should be posting 5 or 6 times. I think there's so much great opportunity and I'm going to talk about that later in this video. The first thing I want to talk about that is I saw something this morning that kind of bothered me. Someone posted, they said, during this time, we have so much opportunity to develop new skills, to learn new things, whether it's creating a podcast, there's so much opportunity to really do something different and additional in our lives. It's a great opportunity. But someone said, what if you have kids, right? It's so hard balancing kids, teaching them, entertaining them, and also, managing to get our own work done. It's a real challenge. But the problem is, some people had a very deaf ear to that and say, oh, well, that's just on the side. Well, some people really need to pay a lot of attention to their kids and really, that takes up a lot of energy and it's hard to really get work done throughout the day because you're so busy with that. For these people, how much can you really spend on throwing in something else in your day when you might be just barely surviving? Of course, look at me. I'm creating this new little few-minute video every day, so that's a nice little thing, but it's still, a lot of people are still working in the night after their kids are in bed. There's stuff to be done. So this caused me to make a video, just a random video I posted. Very important for us to have empathy these days for other people. We don't know how much, not only the financial situation, but even just vis-a-vis kids. It's hard to really balance everything, even just between work and kids. It's a high amount of challenge, and whether you don't have kids and you want to have kids versus you do have kids or you want more kids, we're all struggling with these strange and uncertain times. I will say it really hit me today. Someone shared with me an article, and that this isn't just a 2 or 3 or 4 week pause in our lives. I'm really struggling with this, and if someone can help me figure this out, but that's going to be much longer. Our lives, our businesses, everything is going to financially not just take a little bit of a dip. This is going to be really, really, really bad. I'm really struggling to wrap my brain around it. I don't have an answer for this. It's just a really fascinating answer to the question of what happens when the tension is in between people's financial well-being and their health, their physical well-being. And it's such a fascinating era we're living in. It's almost like out of a movie, right? It's this like the hopefulness that we champion our physical health over our financial health, and it's going to have a real toll on people and their lives and their families. So we'll see how that happens. But I do want to leave off on a positive note, which is I got a phone call yesterday from someone I've been chatting with. We both make videos on LinkedIn, and it's really great to have conversations about hearing where he's at and his developing of his video content. And it's very exciting for me to also boost my output as well. And it turned into, he actually has a house he's looking to sell. So it's a nice little business opportunity for me for real estate that really I had zero expectation. I really just was happy to chat about LinkedIn opportunities and video on LinkedIn. So anyways, this has been great, and have a great night.